Hello and welcome back to Arsenal Domination, where it is match day. Not as I record this, admittedly, but it is match day, and Arsenal will face even Chelsea in the Premier League. It's first v fourth, and there are 6 points, I believe, between the two sides going into this game, and that makes it quite an important game for both sides as they try and secure their Champions League football next year. Chelsea, of course. With less margin for error, being a few points further back and a few places further back. But Arsenal by no means guaranteed top four at this moment in time. I think that's what makes it so important, coupled with the fact there is a big delay between this and the game as we go into the international break. I think, big thing coming into this game will be very much about how Chelsea set up. They don't generally do a low block, but nor did Manchester United, and we saw them switch to that because they know Arsenal find it hard to break that down, and particularly about their, likes of Bukayo Saka and a fully fit Gabby Martinelli, and Kai Havertz for all his faults, his movement. And sides have frustrated Arsenal time and time again with that this season, and I think that will be something I would be considering if I was the Chelsea manager going into this game. It'd be interesting to see if he does or whether they try and play football the way Chelsea generally set up. By all accounts, Cole Palmer will be fit, as will Reece James, so there's options there for Chelsea. And I expect them to be fairly strong going into this game. The other thing that does factor into this game, as I say, from a Chelsea point of view, as I was saying, would be that low block. The risk for them for doing that, of course, is that defensively they've not been great this season. It's been a real Achilles heel. But I think the same could almost be said for Manchester United at times. I think, the stats don't necessarily bear that out for United, but you look at that personnel and you think, well, can it defend in the low block? I think it's similar here with Chelsea. My gut feel is they will come and try and play and attack us, but it's not a guarantee, and hopefully they will do that rather than sit in the low block, because I think if they do that and we play a proper football match, for want of a better phrase, I think Arsenal feel that they are in with a really, really good shout for winning the game. From an Arsenal perspective, Sterling is obviously unavailable after his 2 assists the other night against PSV. He can't play against his parent club in the league. Otherwise, there were no new injuries being reported from Arsenal, and I expect them, having rested a few players in the week, as have Chelsea, because quite a lot of them aren't registered for the Europa Conference League. Both sides will be fairly fresh. I think Arsenal will be fairly similar to what they did last time. Key selections will be at the fullbacks. I expect Jurgen Timber will win out over Ben White, who got a good 80 minutes in against PSV, but probably not quite ready for 90 minutes, and certainly not twice in a week at this moment as he sort of recovers from his injury. So I expect Jurgen Timber will win that battle. And then it'll be Calafiori or Miles Lewis-Skelly. I'd go Miles Lewis-Skelly for this one. I think he's going to be on a high, having been selected for England on Friday. But Ricardo Calafiori has also done well and sort of provide that extra attacking impetus. But for me, it'll be Miles Lewis-Skelly there. Otherwise, I think the only other question mark is midfield. Declan Rice will obviously play, but will it be Thomas Partey? Will it be Jorginho against his old club, or will it be Alexander Zinchenko, who had a really good performance in midfield against PSV? Thomas Partey's obviously had a great season, but he's looked sloppy at times in recent games. So there is a decision for Mikel Arteta to make, but I think the Ghanaian will win it out, and I think the side will be Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Miles Lewis-Skelly, Thomas Partey, Declan Rice, Martin Odegaard, Wanyeri on the right, Trossard on the left, and Mikel Merino up front. I think that's what he will go with. As I say, big game for Arsenal. We need a better performance than the one we saw against Manchester United and have recently seen in the league from Arsenal. If we do that and get 3 points, it goes a long way to securing Champions League football next year, which is absolutely vital, not just to Arsenal to demonstrate that we aren't going backwards. I mean, at best we're going to stand still this year, but make sure we're not at least going backwards. But also that will affect the transfer budget for the summer. That's it for me. Enjoy the game. Nice early game today. And I will be back afterwards. Have a lovely morning, and I will speak to you all soon. Thanks. Bye.